William Hill, proud sponsors of the Scottish Cup on Sky Sports.
And so they meet again, the green and the blue at Hampden Park. And it's noisy. It's the unrivalled Old Firm game in the William Hill Scottish Cup semi-final. The winner plays Hibs next month. A final word from Neil McCann. How's it going to go?
Well, Celtic are favourites, and if they play to their full potential and their best, they'll win the game. If they don't, Rangers have the tools. If they're secure enough when not in possession of the ball, then they've got a chance.
Neil Lennon, what would you say if you were captain in the tunnel now?
Not too much. You know, you've got so many things going on in your head anyway with the adrenaline flowing. Keep your discipline and try and start the game well. There'll be first 10-15 minutes are always important in these games.
And Mo, what's the best advice you've been given by a manager before one of these?
We never really got any advice. It was always go on the field, win the game. And again, discipline's one of the most important parts of these games, because you don't want someone red carded, that's for sure.
And who do you want to win, Mo?
Whoever scores the most goals.
Good job. OK. Put your tin helmet on now. It's time for the Old Firm game, described by Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
They're back side by side and soon to be head to head and toe to toe. 22 players lining up for a date with destiny. It's Derby Day in Glasgow, and we'll soon hear what that means. Some things are just meant to be. Rangers and Celtic together again. An epic rivalry revisited. It will be a new experience for many of the players, not for him. And what an experience it will be. You can sense the expectation, but also the trepidation, because losing just doesn't bear thinking about. Look. Rangers are without top scorer Martin Waghorn, and with Harry Forrester injured, Dean Shields is called upon. It's his first start since January. Only Danny Wilson, Lee Wallace and Kenny Miller have experienced this Glasgow derby before. Miller for both sides of the divide. Billy King and Michael O'Halloran are cup tied, so the Rangers squad is stretched. Celtic make one change in the Motherwell match, with Gary Mackay-Steven replacing Colin Kazim-Richards. It's an Old Firm initiation for Mackay-Steven and for Dedrick Boyata, Kieran Tierney and Patrick Roberts on loan from Manchester City. Lee Griffiths scored when the teams met in the League Cup last season. He has 37 goals this season. Rangers are only able to name 5 subs. Nicky Law and Nicky Clark experienced last year's Old Firm clash. Eric Sliachenko is on the Celtic bench after missing Motherwell through injury. Of the Celtic subs, only Chris Commons has had a taste of this derby. Kenny Miller has won the Scottish Cup with Celtic and Rangers. He's 36 now, but has often had a say on Derby Day. Scott Brown scored a famous Scottish Cup goal against Rangers. No El Hadj Diouf to wind up today, but Andy Halliday will be ready for battle. A Rangers fan, they released him as a kid. He thought this opportunity had gone. Lee Griffiths opened the scoring after 10 minutes when these two met in last year's League Cup semi-final. He might be hoping it doesn't go to penalties after missing 4 this season. It's Mark Warburton's first taste of an Old Firm match. It's Ronnie Dyler's second, of course. It's Craig Thompson's 12th. He is the man in charge. Good luck, Craig. Celtic cruised to victory in last year's League Cup semi-final, but Rangers are in a much better place right now. The winners today will return to Hampden Park next month to play Hibs in the 2016 Scottish Cup final. Unidala hoping to make it 2 wins in 2 Old Firm games. Rangers won the Challenge Cup here last weekend. They're straight back at the National Stadium, and this time it's personal. It still should be Celtic's day today, but the Old Firm really should be, Andy.
Yeah, it's time to do your talking on the pitch. Celtic have more experience, but this is an occasion, as all the lads were saying in the studio, you have to be able to rise to it. You have to be able to handle the atmosphere, and above all else, keep your discipline.
Here's Lee Griffiths. Johansson. Scott Brown charging in on Halliday. Andy Halliday, Rangers fan who grew up in the shadow of Ibrox, was released by the club as a kid. Wallace to be on the rampage already. The eyes of the world are watching as Rangers and Celtic get it together again. That's a little loose. McKay Stephen Lowe with a poor touch. And he's taken out Jason Holt.
Well, this was always going to be a big test for Craig Thompson. What will he do with the first poor challenge? Heavy touch from Gary Mackay-Steven. He absolutely knows he's not getting that ball. He's nowhere near it. But Craig Thompson, his tactics are have a quiet word early on. And I think that's a sensible approach.
Not sure I would have had Gary Mackay-Steven at the top of my list for their first proper tackle in the Glasgow derby. It's a corner. Celtic rather unimpressed by that, and Rangers not hanging around. Dean Shields to deliver. Halliday found his route blocked. Patrick Roberts under pressure from Don Ball. Roberts took too long to clear, and Kenny Miller pinched it. And another Rangers corner.
I know he's got all the ability in the world, Roberts, but he has to learn when to get rid of it. Caught in possession there, almost putting his teammates in trouble.
Rangers would dearly love to make an impression right from the off. Barry Mackay takes it. Well, Griffiths is suddenly breaking out. Roberts to his right. Mackay-Steven stumbles through the middle. Griffiths taking it the long way around here. And eventually his shot was blocked by Tavernier.
Tremendous run from Griffiths. I think he should have released it earlier, but it just opened up. People were backing off. He felt like having a proper go.
Charlie Mulgrew for Dedrick Boyata. Roberts has Lustig over there for company. Will Roberts could be a key player for Celtic. Stefan Johansson taking the shot on there.
Yeah, a bit of an overload on the right-hand side there. Wallace had to drop deep. Eventually it finds its way into Johansson. He really should do better there. Good chance to work the goalkeeper, fordering him.
Scored for Norway last month, but hasn't scored for Celtic since September, last season's Player of the Year. Hasn't quite lived up to the billing this time around. Boyata. Beaton. Danny Wilson, who played in an Old Firm game back in 2010, says he can't remember much about it. He's not alone in that respect.
Well, I'm just looking where Lee Wallace is there. He was almost caught offside as Rangers had the ball in half roller.
Ball well back, and Mackay is on his way here. Wallace just loves to get forward. Boyata in his way here. Roberts. Now, Wallace well out of position. But Jason Holt covering the situation for Rangers.
Kate Thompson having a quiet word with Halliday, who dived in, Dominic Ball rather, just dived in there.
Carl Lustig enjoying an injury-free run for a change. And Hansen over there with him. And Hansen ready to deliver. Fotheringham with a comfortable take.
This is brave, I think, from Rangers. Just playing the ball out from the back, Fotheringham refusing to kick it long. I think the Rangers players confident in their own ability that they can build from the back. It's the way that Matt Warburton has encouraged them to play. I've got to say, it's nice to see.
And Wallace is ahead of Mackay again. Kenny Miller looking to latch up to this. He did. Some save from Craig Gordon. A big moment on Derby Day in Glasgow. Gordon won the duel with Miller. Wilson. Wallace again up there. It's Mackay now for Holt. Gone back by the Celtic captain, Scott Brown. He just knew Halliday wouldn't be far away from him. He wasn't there. Brown. Mulgrew. Fiorentini had surged forward, but it didn't go too close to him. Tavernier. Shields. Ball gives it back to Tavernier, who's scored an amazing 14 goals from right back. Mackay. Lee Wallace once again moves ahead, and the flag stays down against Wallace, and it's another Rangers corner, and they've made a bright start.
Yeah, very impressed with the way Rangers have started. They've settled very quickly. Players are up for it immediately. Wallace, one of the best attacking options that Rangers have.
Miller over there with Mackay. It's Miller trying to feed that through to Holt. But Brown was in the way. You can feel the tension around Hampden Park. Every kick counts. Roberts. Johansson. Here's Barry Mackay. Wallace. Holt. Miller. Over to Tavernier. It's just going to evade him.
Well, Craig Gordon kept Celtic in early on with a really big save. What a wonderful first touch from Kenny Miller to set himself for the shot. Craig Gordon stays big and keeps it out.
Halliday catching Charlie Mulgrew. Craig Gordon's 100th appearance for Celtic today, sent off in the semi-final against Inverness last year. Celtic expected to win today, which brings an added pressure, as if there wasn't enough pressure flying around anyway. Johansson in some space. Nearly reached Griffiths, nearly reached Mackay-Steven. Does reach Brown. And what a chance for the Celtic captain to score another famous Old Firm Scottish Cup goal.
Well, he's got to do better, Scott Brown. What a wonderful opportunity for him. His first touch sets himself perfectly for the shot at goal. But he loses his composure and he pulls it. He pulls it wide. What a chance for the Celtic captain.
Boyata. Brown. Beaton. Guy Stephen. Halliday. Won it back for Rangers. Dean Shields. Wouldn't have started today but for Harry Forrester's injury. Forrester had been in really good form as well. Top scorer Martin Waghorn not quite fit, nearly there. For Rangers too. Kick taken in the wrong place.
No patience for the referee, even a small mistake. Players are furious, the supporters are furious. I think he started well, the referee.
Brown. Johansson. Celtic's throw, a few Rangers fans over there disagreeing. Such is life in these games. Nearly got into Boller then, now he's competing. Kenny Miller here. No punishment for Boyata.
You always feel as though Boyata has got a mistake in him, and when he tries that Cruyff turn, he loses his footing. Craig Thompson is called for a free kick against Kenny Miller. Some of the Rangers players wanting the Celtic defender booked here.
Kiernan. Shields. Halliday. Rangers spraying some passes around. Tavernier. Halliday. Kiernan. Offside, actually, against Mackay. They've got to keep it in anyway, but the flag has long since been up.
Well, Mark Warburton giving these Rangers players a round of applause here. I think he's really pleased with the way that they've settled into what is a huge occasion for most of them. You've got the experience there of Wallace and Miller that I'm sure he's looking at to show a lead to the rest of the players. But as you said, Ian, they've started very well. And I think it tells you that even in terms of possession, they're moving it around really well. Slightly the better of the two sides at the moment.
Lee Wallace moving away from Roberts. Beaton. Lustig. Mackay doing what he has to do. Defensive duty. Roberts. Roberts picks out Griffiths. This is a chance. He's dragged it wide.
And I think it was a shot at goal, Ian. Again, I think he pulled it. Certainly the right idea from this really acute angle to go for the far corner, keep it low. There's so much pace on it as he drives it across that goal area. Because there might have been a nick off Tavernier.
The Griffiths had already scored when the teams met here in the League Cup semi-final last season after 10 minutes. Chris Commons added a second just after the half hour, and that was that really. Game over. This one looks like it will be a proper contest, a colossal contest between the big two. Holt. Kai. Kenny Miller. Holt now up against Boyata, and that's another free kick for Rangers.
Rangers strong how strong they are down this left-hand side. It's a clear foul from Boyata. Craig Thompson again. Is he just electing to have a word with the Celtic defender?
He must be treading a thin line now, Dedrick Boyata.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get many more opportunities to commit a foul. But again, Rangers looking really lively. This is a good opportunity for them.
Free kick specialist James Tavernier over this. We're a quarter of an hour into the Old Firm semi-final. Tavernier takes, it's pretty poor, it's met by Scott Brown. Dominic ball now for Halliday. He found a way through to Kenny Miller! Rangers score first in this match that means so much to so many. And a Kenny Miller goal was surely written in the stars.
No surprise to anyone how sharp Kenny Miller still is. It's a poor ball from Tavernier, but then as it's cleared, just look at Miller. He's taking up a position, he's right in the middle here, and as it's fired in, it's a really weak touch from Scott Brown. It's his poor deflection there, an attempt at an interception, a clearance that puts it perfectly into the path of Kenny Miller. But he's still got to finish it, and he does.
Trust the man who's played for both sides of the divide to have yet another say on Derby Day. It's the first goal Celtic have conceded in the Scottish Cup this season. Rangers were rewarded for their positive start to this semi-final.
Well, I think it's an important part of the game. When you are on top, and Rangers have been from the first whistle, it's really important you make your mark, and they have done.
An early statement of intent from Rangers. They've been good. But here's Roberts for Celtic. And he'll fancy running all day long at anyone, including Wallace. Roberts, blocked, Tierney! Fotheringham flying through the air, but wide it went.
Brilliant crossfield pass from Charlie Mulgrew. Roberts is the one who wants to make a better angle for himself. Coming in on the 18-yard line, eventually it falls to Tierney. He loses control of his shot completely.
The last 4 times these two famous clubs have met in the semi-final of this illustrious competition, Rangers have won. They have an early advantage here, but so much more will be happening. Wilson. Mackay. Moved away from Roberts. Wallace had a look at Craig Thompson then. Brown will fancy a bit of that.
Got a big shout here for Craig Thompson as Rangers are on the march again down that left-hand side. Wallace was actually outside. I think he was fouled. And he asked the question of Craig Thompson, but he was having none of it.
Miller lost it to Brown. Lustig is nearby in support. Brown will find him, or no, he won't. Danny Wilson's going to have to deal with that, and Julie does. Celtic eager for a quick response to Kenny Miller's strike. Lustig found his route blocked though. It's another throw. Roberts. Lustig did manage to deliver. But it's won well by Kiernan. Beaton. Tierney. Not seen too much of him yet. Might do now. Cross met by Kiernan. Boyata. Lustig. Miller had a nibble. Lustig. As Fotheringham should be claiming that. Rangers heading back to where they belong, the top flight of Scottish football. There'll be a few more of these derbies to come next season. And what a statement it would be if Rangers could get one over their fierce rivals in this Scottish Cup showdown.
Well, I know Dave King is here today. I saw him earlier down at the tunnel, and he'll be impressed by what Martin Warburton has put together in a very short space of time.
Halliday. Now Mackay. Rangers ready to put some more pressure on here. Didn't quite reach Holt though, and Scott Brown shrugged him off. Halliday and Brown together again. They'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Sometimes you get the feeling that the supporters like nothing better than a 50-50, both players sliding in for it.
Celtic are on course for yet another title, but really a League and Scottish Cup double is required.
Well, that's where Rangers are dominant, down the left-hand side.
Lustig cornered by Holt. Not much room to breathe in this game. Let alone get rid of the ball. Dedrick Boyata looks like he might be toiling a little at the moment for Celtic. Lee Wallace. Mackay. Dean Shields is in the middle. Miller's getting there too. Lee Wallace.
Brilliant attempt from Lee Wallace. His first touch, as it comes to him here, sets him up. Why not have a snapshot at goal? But this is the one that's made all the difference. Poor interception from the air from Scott Brown. Kenny Miller still had a lot to do. Doesn't need to have a look at the goal. Knows exactly where it is. Rangers go in front.
I guess it just had to happen. The man who won the Scottish Cup with Celtic and Rangers. Only Stephen Pressley and Alfie Conn have also done that. Eric Sviatchenko, who missed the Motherwell match with a thigh injury, is going to have to replace Dedrick Boyata. Griffiths flicked it on, but there's nobody ahead of him, or in fact too near him. Danny Wilson floating one towards Dean Shields, who acknowledges the idea. Andy Halliday making his presence felt.
And I think when you make tackles like this, you have to be absolutely spot on. And Halliday was.
Dean Shields just a little late there on Kieran Tierney, but though Celtic left back was quickly back on his feet.
This is Shields. There's nothing in it at all. And I'm really impressed with the way Craig Thompson is handling these early challenges. The easiest thing is to lose your composure as a referee and start showing cards far too early.
Sviatchenko waiting to replace Boyata, and Craig Thompson's going to let that happen now. Boyata might be with a hamstring problem. Sviatchenko. Neil Lennon was saying he was surprised Sviatchenko wasn't in from the start. Well, he's made it onto the field of play quite early in the contest. It's won by Keenan. Here's Brown. Keenan. Wilson. Keenan. Lustig. Here's Halliday mopping up. Mackay. Sidestepping Roberts. It's going towards Tavernier. He can get there. He can, no worries. Look at Kieran Tierney though. He just knew what was on his mind.
Yeah, I think it's an aspect for his game that's absolutely top class, the timing of his challenges.
Ball. Halliday. Mackay. Holtner. Bearing down. And it slithers wide.
Well, defensively, Patrick Roberts completely unaware here. Simple 1-2 and he's beaten. And again, you can see as Rangers driving forward. Jason Holt doing ever so well there. Really good attempt. These Rangers players passing the ball really well with a lot of confidence.
Jason Holt, by the way, played 7 times for Hearts against Celtic and lost all 7, so he might be feeling his due result with Rangers as the rain tumbles down at Hampden Park. Miller. Brown. Shields got involved. And Scott Brown's challenge is penalised. It's just going to be a word again, if indeed that.
Well, it's a foul and nothing else. I think Scott Brown there felt as though he was being held back by Kenny Miller.
Rangers are playing today rather like they did against Dundee, whom they absolutely destroyed in the cup. Kenny Miller's goal the difference for now. Halliday. One back by Mackay-Steven. Beaton on his way. Roberts is in space away on the right. He's looked at Griffiths and Roberts is raging.
No wonder he's raging. Poor choice. Pass selection from Beaton, but Celtic still on the attack.
It's Kieran Tierney. Johansson. Wallace away, but only to Roberts. Smuggled it through to Johansson. Roberts couldn't get his shot away. Ball in the way. Another Halliday actually. Here's Beaton. It's frantic and frenetic out there.
Scott Brown's passing in these early stages has been really dreadful.
Mackay and Jason Holt linking up here. Mackay wants it back. It's Kenny Miller who nearly got there. And admirable defending from Kieran Tierney to save Celtic. Hampton advancing. Kieran has been strong and dependable so far.
Yeah, he has. It's an area of the pitch that I'm sure Celtic would have thought maybe Rangers were weak. There was a period last month when they were losing 3 goals in every match. But so far, Kiernan and Wilson have been very dependable.
Shields. Tierney will make the challenge. It came to Halliday though. Mackay up there with him. Charlie Mulgrew has to turn it away. It's been an excellent half an hour for Rangers. Tavernier will take this throw. Scott Brown moved in on Tavernier. Chris Stephen was there too. Scooped away by Brown. Wilson. Kiernan turning away from Johansson and Griffiths. Holt. Kiernan.
I think it's the biggest difference that the Rangers players have over the Celtic players at the moment. The composure on the ball and the ability just to buy yourself a yard of space, a second of time, and make the correct pass. Really good decision making from the Rangers players.
On the ball on loan from Spurs. Shields is taken out by Sviatchenko, and that's going to be a yellow card for Eric Sviatchenko, and he'll miss the final if Celtic make it.
Well, I think the fact that it's so promising, had he not been fouled there, Shields away, he may well have been in on goal. Again, the correct decision from Craig Thompson to show a yellow card.
And if Celtic turn it round and win here, he won't play in next month's final. At the moment, mind, it's Rangers who are pursuing a second goal. Holt, Tavernier. Rangers moving it around again. Barry Mackay. Confronted by Tierney. Supported by Tavernier. Flipped away by Brown, and it's going to come to Johansson. Mackay, Stephen and Griffiths ahead. Bit of work to be done yet though. Mackay, Stephen. Griffiths. It's off the post. And it's put wide. Roberts with an incredible miss. How on earth did he do that?
Extraordinary. Peter Van Vossen immediately comes to mind. It's an extraordinary miss. The goal is gaping. The ball is travelling really well for him. It's on a really good surface. Just pass it into the net. There's no other option. Wow. What a miss.
A nightmare moment for Patrick Roberts, the youngster on loan from Manchester City. You just don't do that on days like this.
He's actually started the game very well. He's been comfortable in possession. He's gone past players. He's had a couple of attempts at goal. He'll never get a better chance than that to score.
Well, that was one mighty let-off for Rangers, and he still can't believe it. He's got to get it out of his mind, but easier said than done.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, and you're dead right. Can't let it affect him. And he has to go on and be part of a team performance that gets them back into the game.
Sviatchenko. Lovely flick there from Johansson. Roberts. Johansson. Beat on! And Fotheringham just recovered in time before Griffiths could bounce.
Well, we know Beaton can score from this distance. He does it time and time again. Slight touch there off Wilson, probably, for Fotheringham, but he takes out the second attempt.
Holt will get a free kick after Johansson. Halliday, Charlie Mulgrew comes across. Corner 1-0 up on goals. 10 minutes to half-time. It's flown by. It always does when these two meet. Wilson is in the box. Tavernier and Miller too. Poor kick from Mackay. Screened by Beaton. Kiernan. Ball. Halliday. Tony Wilson.
Difficult ball to take for Wilson, and he handled it really well.
He certainly had to keep that tidy. Tavernier, Mackay, Tavernier. No way past Tierney.
What a great contest that's promising to be for the rest of the game. Tavernier up against Tierney.
Can Tavernier deliver here? Stopped by Tierney. Now Brown.
Well, how did he miss this? Look at the size of the goal. He's the side of the foot, which must make it a lot easier. It's inexplicable that he puts that into the side netting.
An absolute horror moment for Patrick Roberts. Celtic's throw, and that means Kieran Tierney will take it. Brown. Sviatchenko. Neither here nor there. We are with Rangers again. In what, as it stands, could be a cup final rehearsal. Wednesday, 7:30, Sky Sports 2 in the Championship. Rangers get the trophy Saturday midday, Sky Sports 2, and also play Alloa. And on Sunday from midday on Sky Sports 2, we're up in the Highlands for Inverness against Kilmarnock. Rob Keenan. Tierney. Guided by Kiernan to Mackay. Beaton moved in, but it's the Rangers' throw. Mulgrew fancying that. Kiernan took it down well. He's having some game.
Lovely first touch.
Mackay settling for a throw off Tierney. Tavernier. Mackay. Miller can't quite get it back. Sviatchenko was on his case.
Too many Celtic players a yard off the pace. Near Beaton, Scott Brown. Rangers dominant in most areas of the pitch, especially midfield.
That's one thing that has got away from Rob Kiernan. A Celtic throw. Oh, Scott Brown had to dig in with Jason Hope. Suddenly arriving. Halliday. Terrific from Halliday, away from Sviatchenko. There's Dominic Ball. Over towards Barry Mackay. And Tierney was never likely to be far away. Tavernier. Tierney blocks it again, but it's a Rangers corner.
Yeah, Rangers now beginning to be as strong down the right-hand side as they were in the early part of the game down the left.
They tend to prefer a short corner, Rangers. Mackay. Holt. Tavernier. Halliday. Tavernier. Mackay. Shadowed by Tierney. He's found Holt. Celtic a bit slow to react. Charlie Mulgrew had to block it. It's a throw. Kiernan. Mackay and Holt linking up effectively.
Well, you just wonder if Rangers can take advantage of this really strong period. They did so early in the game, got themselves in front. Last 10-15 minutes, equally so.
Shields now for Wallace. Shields looking to make some room here. Gets the throw off Lustig. Miller. Wilson. Johansson moved in.
I think Scott Brown's got a bit of blood. And Craig Thompson, as the law's demand, has to go and get that sorted. This may well be where it happened. Just a bit after the challenge, that boot from Holt that just come up and brushed Scott Brown's face. Completely innocuous, but you'll want to get back on quickly.
You need a change of shirt as well. Rules are rules. Shields. Wilson. Wallace. Rangers in a confident frame of mind here. Mackay.
The last 10 minutes, you can see Rangers totally dominant.
Brown is back. Rangers might fancy a second goal as a reward for their excellent efforts in this first half, which has a couple of minutes to run. Loose touch from Mackay Stephen. Almost handballed it. It breaks for Holt anyway. Mackay. Charlie Mulgrew cleared it. Kenny Miller was waiting to pounce again, and Halliday going sort of in there too. Tavernier for Mackay. He's offside actually, Larry Mackay. Rangers has given Celtic plenty to think about here.
Yeah, I've been very impressed, not only with the way they started, but the way they have maintained that form. And you talk about bravery. I think the brave thing to do is to take the ball in a tight area, play it from the back continually. Rangers do that, done it very comfortably, and done it to great effect, more importantly.
Trust Kenny Miller to open the scoring on semi-final Sunday against his former club. Mulgrew. Jason Holt clattering Scott Brown. There is going to be another minute of this first half. Sviatchenko booked. Lustig caught. What Celtic would give for a goal here. Second best in this first half. And you don't want to be second best in Glasgow. Lustig takes. Beaton trying to help it on. Smuggled clear by Rangers, and I.R.A pounces on it. Shields to his left, Miller through the middle, or now veering to the right. Kenny Miller fancying it again, but Charlie Mulgrew stopped him in his tracks. Roberts. It is half-time at Hampden Park. A lot of things happen in an Old Firm match, and a Kenny Miller goal is usually one of them. Rangers have bossed it. They've been in charge, but Patrick Roberts came up with one of the worst misses ever on a day when you really just don't want to do that. Half-time in this Scottish Cup semi-final showdown. It's Rangers 1, it's Celtic 0.
Over the last 4 years, I've heard people say they don't miss the Old Firm game. Frankly, they've been lying through their teeth. We'll get the views of Niels McCann and Lennon and Super Maurice Johnson, who joins me here at Hampden today. 6 goals in 7 games now for the old man in the Old Firm. Reaction from the boys is next.